Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Flip the Crypt video where today we'll be transforming our cat room, which contained all of our food for the cats and some of the litter boxes and stuff, and we're going to be transforming that into a workable set space for me because I do YouTube videos for a living, you know? It's not much of a living these days, but we're still trying. But today I'm going to try to make a really nice functioning multi-use space. I want to still have a cat tree in there. I want all the cat toys in the closet to be used for their stuff, but I also want to use the space as a set and filming location for me rather than sitting in my coffee bar floor, which I have been doing. But anyways, I'm going to show you the before of this room before we get started with the makeover. The idea is to use the faux brick that I used in our living room makeover, which I will leave that video linked down below. Leftover brick that we had from that project, so I don't have to spend a bunch of money to make a set. So yeah, it's all about reusing things today and saving money on the process of building a customized set. Okay, so here's the room beforehand. It is, what is our cat room? We moved the cat feeders and water fountain out of here. We still have some cat boxes in here, but we're working on building a box outside kind of for them. For some of these cat boxes, we have two in this room. And this is where the set is going to be. Now I need to firstly get this room not beige, because even though I'm going to put a set here, if I ever move the set stuff, I don't want the wall beige behind it, so it's better for me to just go ahead and paint the entire room. We have like a sprinkler system hookup thing here that needs to come down. Cables that need to come down, but this is where my set is gonna go. So first things first, I gotta paint this room. Also, a lot of the cat stuff and toys are probably just gonna stay in here. This is their playroom, but I don't have room in my like workshop room, so I gotta use part of this room for the set. Okay, end of day one, I got this wall done, and behind the door and above the door frame, I got this wall done, and this little interior piece near the closets. And then I got some of this wall done, did the bottom edge there, started to paint around the window frame, didn't get around to it, did half of this wall, and all of the wall that we are going to potentially cover up. So I got half the room done. There's a heat advisory right now and I'm burning up, so this will have to wait till tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. I didn't really want to be on camera yesterday, but I have makeup on today, so today we're gonna make this white. So again, I had the plan to the center thing to fill in this gap because the wall is just not straight, you know? This house seemingly built by people who's like, I could do it for cheaper kind of people, you know? I think we were gonna put a black pole or beam or something in the center for like a little bit more of an industrial look, keep with the brick industrial feel. However, now I just want the middle piece to disappear because my angle is not gonna be perfect all the time, you know, where I'm sitting and stuff. So if it's not perfectly straight, it's like there's a big black piece in the center or off center. I don't know. So we're gonna figure that out at Home Depot later. Right now, I'm using the world's shittiest white paint. Never get glitted. It just happens to be what I have already, but it's trash. So it's gonna take a couple layers of this to get this right, but it's white paint and I'm going to be using a brush for the edges and a small roller all over it. And then we'll see if I can continue doing the rest of the room gray that I didn't finish yesterday. But priority is to get the first coat of white paint on this. I'm gonna need several coats on this obviously because it's, again, terrible paint. If I was smart, I would just go to Home Depot and buy better paint. But I'm trying to use what I have. It doesn't blend very well. You know, the idea of the brick is that it'll give me texture behind me. But am I gonna lose it by painting it white? I was gonna leave it a warm color, but that's just not my aesthetic and it wouldn't make sense for me. Maybe I should just do one layer, let some of the stuff come through so you can see the texture better. Because I feel like if I do 2 layers of white, you might not be able to see any texture. Because like maybe the shadows from it not being perfect paint will help. I'm not sure. I have one and some extra little patching on this side and then one layer on this side. This side is going to need another layer. I know I said I was going to try to get away with 1 layer and then like let some of the color come through to make it look more real or industrial or something. But it's very it's so inconsistent. You can see all my little brush strokes and all my little roller slides in it and stuff. This side where I have about 1 and some patching, so 1.5 layers in here, looks more consistent. I just worry that all this white in the background is going to wash me out. But what I want for the background is something inviting and nice and pretty and fun and vibrant. So let me show you the things that I bought for the set. I don't know what's going to go on it yet, but I bought some stuff to fill the set with. Okay, so from Marshall's, I got this hanging plant. It has a black and a gold pot. I already actually have one of these in our office. I just love how these little plasticky dangly beady things, I love how this kind of plant looks. So I thought if we hang it off the side of a shelf, we can have some nice greenery. I wanted green. Again, I'm very spooky. My house, I don't like color besides like some plants and some gold and some orange for pumpkins. I don't enjoy a lot of like warm colors and stuff. So I decided to keep it bright, friendly, greenery, and then like my normal black and white deal. From Ross, I got this. There's like sandy residue on this plant pot, but it's a little snake plant guy. He was $12.99. I like this gray concrete pot. I thought with the brick and then the concrete, this looks pretty good. And then I went to Hobby Lobby. I'm not a fan of Hobby Lobby, and they're anti-Halloween, so they're basically just anti-me in general. But I saw that they had half off plants, greenery and stuff. So I made this little bundle here. So I have a little twiggy. I got 2 of these with the greenery stuffs on them, some little vines. And then I got 2 of these big black flowers. So when I put them all together, it's kind of like this. I'll probably spread it out. Maybe I'll zip tie them or I'll find a tall vase to put them in because the stems on these are ridiculously long. But I thought in like the corner side or something, this will be really pretty once it's like zhuzhed up. And that's all I got for this set. I figured anything else that's kind of spooky or my aesthetic I could probably find around my house. But I just wanted some greenery to like, again, bright, friendly, inviting, even to people who aren't spooky aesthetic like me. Also, I did change. It is stupidly hot. There's a heat advisory today. It feels like it's in the hundreds, even though it's like 90 something. And I keep my house at 80 degrees. And then our electric bill is still insanity. So I'm scared to cut the air down to like 78. I'm scared to do that. But it's hot, especially when you're painting. It's horrible. Also, I forgot to mention that since all these were half off, this big bundle of flowers and stuff was $21. So not like overly cheap, but I feel like fake flowers in general are expensive, so it really wasn't bad. Okay, here's a sample of the shot beforehand. Again, people don't like when they can see the back of my chair. I might figure out a different chair situation. This is the only chair that I have that I can use besides those like dining room chairs that are 172 years old. I'm scared to sit in all the time. So I'll have to figure out a new chair situation eventually, but for now this one's gonna work. It's the only extra one that I have. The reason I'm setting up the chair and everything today, I'm gonna be also setting up the lighting and the table that I need to put my products on and stuff. I might just have to get like a cheap whatever table just to put my products on, so if I'm like doing my face, I have the products I can reach for. And then the lighting, I'm gonna set up everything like that so I know how high the shelf is gonna go that we're gonna go get from Home Depot, all those supplies from later. So I know where that's gonna go and I can see the sample of my shot. Now if I zoom out a little bit on either side, it ruins the illusion. But this is a good amount of space. Now I'm starting to think I don't need a corner shelf. I just need 2 flat shelves. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is this close? If I zoom in, I just need something inside. I don't need anything in the center, really. I could just fill it out with something white. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe we'll just get 2 long shelves. I don't know, because what if I'm like off angle one day? Like, what if I'm like this one day? Then you're not gonna see any of that. This is like a whole mess. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, the shelves are up. We put this piece of trim here to fill the gap in between. It's not the prettiest, but my head's probably gonna block it in most of the shots. I have zip tied our flowers from Hobby Lobby together. And I stole a bracket from my husband. We're gonna bracket this to the wall instead of putting it in a vase. Someone let me see the bracket. It's the bracket. Creative process, honey. All right, guys, so this is the finished set. What do we think? I may add some lighting onto this side of my face just to even it out a little bit since there's a window directly on this side. But I think it looks really nice, really natural. Now, this is a lot more green than I would typically have in a normal set of mine. However, I've been loving having plants now that I can have plants in a house. I know that these are fake in this environment, but it matches the rest of my house aesthetic. So, do we think it's cute? So you can't really tell the trim behind me. You can tell up top of my head, but I don't think it's really that noticeable. The focus is really the brick in this. I think it's good that it's white because the red wouldn't match my aesthetic. However, it's not too white where you can't tell the texture here. I still think it's very visible. Now I'm gonna get up and show you the rest of the room. We've also discovered that this wall, there's a closet on the other side of this wall that contains our AC unit. It's radiating heat. Like, this radiates heat, which it is fireproof brick and everything. It's not that much hotter than the rest of the house, but this room is significantly hotter. We already keep the house at 80 degrees like I told you earlier in the video. This room is probably 85. I am sweating. I need a ceiling fan in this room. So as like a functional filming space, I probably won't be able to do this every day as this is my filming space. I do like to change up my space anyways, just to keep it fresh and, you know, a little bit different. Not every single video needs to be uniform. So yeah, I think it works for now. I'm burning up though. Like, I feel like once this heat wave that's going on right now chills off a little bit, we can go back to not dying. If it wasn't Florida and it wasn't wet all the time, it would be fine. I can handle the warmth. It's just feeling wet all the time is just so gross. But I think the background came out super cute. Once Halloween, my season, comes up, I'll get some more trinkets to fill in the shelf space. But for now, let me get up and show you the room. So we have the gray walls. We still have the sprinkler thing. We have to like unhook it from the outside, so that's still there. Took down the cords from this wall. Everything is nice and gray. Cat boxes are still in here temporarily. I'm using this cart that I have in my shop room for like my sublimation supplies. I'm using it as my cart table for my makeup supplies right now. Down here we have a little Wi-Fi box that helps Wi-Fi reach all of our room. We have the zip tied and then bracketed Hobby Lobby flowers to the wall. We have all the white brick. You can see it's patchy up top because it's hot as hell and I didn't want to get up there to fix it. We have 2 little fake spooky jars, a pumpkin from Target, one of my ghost candles from my original candle launches from my small business, the plant from Marshall's, and then a pumpkin I think was from Target a couple years ago too. But overall, this is my set now, and I think it looks really cute. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you can't hear the sound of my husband drilling stuff in the garage. Because if you can, I want to strictly apologize for that. Because I didn't know he was going to be doing that. But thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's say hi to baby Poe for a second. Say hi, baby. Today he's going to try dry food for the first time. I'm thinking he's going to like his new kitten food because I think he needs more calories than just the milk and the wet food he's been getting. Say hi bye to baby Poe. And say thank you, baby Poe. Oh, well, Poe says thank you everybody for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you wouldn't mind down below. I'd appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. He likes to bite these days.